An equitable world without borders, race, gender, and disability. The cyber world. eSports begins a dream of a unified world. The culture for the next generation of global citizens. eSports. eSports stands for electronic sports, and it is a new leisure activity where gamers use their physical and mental abilities to compete with each other in a virtual electronic environment. Unlike other sports that have restrictions on time and space, eSports can be enjoyed by anyone, anytime, anywhere with internet access and is gaining recognition as a sport of the future. eSports is a market where investment and support by the private sector and governmental organizations have been increasing in countries around the world. Due to such growth, international IT corporations are rushing to participate in the market, and eSports is becoming more popular as more Asian and European nations participate in eSports events. eSports is becoming more popular year after year. While it is making quantitative growth as the number of various international tournaments increases, the system for administrating these tournaments is uncoordinated and fragmented. In terms of competitions held by the private sector, the persistence and stability of events can't be guaranteed due to the change in the decisions of corporations and organizers, and the lack of international standards in terms of events and regulations is limiting the growth of eSports organized by the private sector. As the need for global cooperation increases in order to resolve these problems, the International eSports Federation, which was formed in August 2008, held a general meeting in November of the same year and took the first steps in establishing a system by electing executives, approving member nations, and making decisions on key agendas. 9 countries, 3 Asian countries including Korea, and 6 countries of Europe joined the founding members of the IeSF. After its establishment in 2008, IeSF has been annually hosting the IeSF World Championship. Taebaek City, Korea in 2009, Daegu City, Korea in 2010, Andong City, Korea in 2011 had been selected as host cities of IeSF World Championships, and Cheonan City, Korea has been selected as the 4th IeSF World Championship. Also, in order to lead the global opinion for eSports, IeSF has been annually hosting International eSports Symposium. At the IeSF General Meeting, also being held during the period of World Championship, main issues of IeSF, such as membership expansion and report of IeSF business results and plan, are treated in thoughtful manner. In order to treat issues of each continent, IeSF has also been hosting continental conferences. In 2010, at IeSF conference held in Germany and Korea, eSports officials gathered and discussed on the issues of eSports intellectual property, as well as development measure of global eSports, and provided a forum for mutual exchange among members. IeSF, in order to develop global eSports in general manner, is carrying forward following 4 core projects. The first project is membership expansion of IeSF. Through expanding member nations as designating one eSports association per nation, IeSF will become an international body for the global eSports communities. The next project is standardization of international eSports. The IeSF establishes international standards for eSports and operate an organization committee, e-players committee, referees committee, competition committee, certification committee, and eSports title committee based on these standards. The IeSF also has integrated worldwide eSports tournaments based on international standards set by each committee. Furthermore, it will also secure sustainable sportsmanship by upholding the public interest in various business rights, such as media rights and sponsorships. Lastly, the IeSF has focused on training human resources for international eSports. By establishing player management and a ranking system for each nation, it will establish a systematic foundation for training human resources and operating an administration system for training high-quality referees. As starting with 9 nations since 2008, during the past 3 years, IeSF has expanded its membership to 33 countries, as well as operating subcommittees through global standardization. Based on these achievements, IeSF advocates the following visions as well as the core projects stated previously. IeSF focuses on expanding member nations in Asia and Oceania, so that acquire more than 50 member nations. Also, IeSF is attempting to join Sport Accord membership to take a leap as an official sports. To accomplish this mission, IeSF will meet the requirements to join and submit application to Sport Accord in 2013. IeSF is, in order to overcome the limits of the offline tournaments and to provide sustainable competitions to players, designing the IeSF Global Online League. Through the IeSF Global Online League, IeSF attempts to host the eSports League sustainable throughout the year. Based on these efforts, IeSF is willing to cooperate with international sports bodies such as IOC and FIFA and to prove that eSports is outstanding sports for the next generation. eSports is not only a sport of the future, but also an industry that is capturing the attention of governments around the world for its economic and industrial benefits. By establishing an eSports collaboration model between nations, the industrial values and public interest values of eSports as a recreational culture are expected to grow dramatically. The IeSF will work to ensure that eSports becomes a key industry and recreational culture for each member nation. A creative industry that leads the world. eSports is at the center of this creative industry. To become a sport of the future, to enjoy anytime, anywhere. To become a next-generation growth engine that heightens a nation's competitiveness. Let's make one eSports world. It's time to share the infinite potential of eSports and advance towards a better tomorrow.